the wife, where is she now? Getting both for a beer. You're right, you're right. Jen, you're right there. So glad to hear that. You got a shooting note.
Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the powers vested in me as Acting Vice Rector, Institutional Change, Student Affairs, and Community Engagement, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the awarding of certificates and diplomas and the conferment of degrees in the faculties of Economic and Management Sciences and Natural and Agricultural Sciences. I therefore award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on all the candidates that the deans or their representatives present to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of the Free State and to our first graduation ceremony for this session. Welcome to the deans and the deans representatives in our 6 faculties. Welcome to the members of the rectorate, to the registrars of the university, to the president of the convocation, and a special word of welcome to the president of the SRC, who had just come back from riding all the way to Cape Town in order to raise funds for the Right to Learn campaign. Please give him a round of applause. A very special word of welcome to you, the graduates of the faculties of Economic and Management Sciences and of Natural and Agricultural Sciences, who are crossing the stage this morning. Welcome to the parents, grandparents, family members, and loved ones of our graduates. Thank you for being here to celebrate an achievement that it is also your achievement. Thank you in particular for supporting our students, your children, all the way to this graduation ceremony. To the class of 2017, we are proud of you and we wish you all the best in your professional lives. The range of professions and careers that we are graduating today belong to a large cluster of scarce skills in the country. South Africa desperately needs professionals in the natural sciences and in commerce and management to help us leap forward in terms of inclusive development. In this sense, you have a huge responsibility to fulfill. If you fulfill this responsibility ethically and professionally, we would have fulfilled our responsibility as a university towards the country. So congratulations once more. Now, a few housekeeping matters in order for all of us to have a very nice ceremony. The university makes use of photographers who are present in the hall today. However, areas on the campus have been allocated to a number of freelance photographers. These photographers are not accredited by the university, and the university therefore has no control over the quality of their photographs. Those of you who have arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements, please refer to page 2 of the graduation program and make sure that you get all what it says there. Today is a time to celebrate the achievement of each graduate, so we want to make sure that everybody, every family is able to hear the full name of each student being announced. You are therefore asked to limit the cheers and expressions of joyfulness so everybody can hear the name of their loved ones. Please try not to leave the hall during the ceremony because it is a source of distraction for the officiants and also for the students. Please put your phones in silence, or better even, switch them off. This is a very good show and you don't want to miss any part of it. Now, to our graduates, please, you have on your seats a graduate exit survey. Unless you complete that thing properly, you cannot get your diplomas. So please, this is a way of keeping in touch with you and to know how good the education that we give you is. So please fill in and leave it in your seats after the ceremony. Now it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker for this ceremony. It's Mrs. Likeleli Munyamane. She is a South African-born, proudly South African, Kopsi of note, who obtained a BA accounting degree from our university in 2009, after which she completed the BA accounting honors at the University of South Africa in 2011, and started her professional life as an accountant for PricewaterhouseCoopers. While at PricewaterhouseCoopers, Munyamane worked as a trainee accountant in the assurance division. She successfully passed her board exams and qualified as a chartered accountant in February 2014. She's the founding director of Inspire Innovation, a consultancy company based in Maseru, Lesotho, where she has worked for the past 2 years. In 2018, she will join PricewaterhouseCoopers in Wexford, Ireland, where she will continue to develop her professional career. She serves on several board committees, including the National Museum Bloemfontein Audit and Risk Committee and the board of Touch Road International. She's the youngest member to have been appointed onto the Council of the University of the Free State, where she also is part of the Audit and Risk Committee as well as the Finance Committee. Likeleli was the first woman to be elected as chairperson of the Free State chapter of the Association for the Advancement of Black Accountants in Southern Africa, ABASA, in 2015. She's a former curator of the World Economic Forum Global Shapers Maseru's Hub, and she has represented the Hub at the annual curators meetings in Geneva, Switzerland. She's also a founder of the Lesotho Young Professional Forum, a platform that she uses to advance youth development and economic empowerment. She's a sought-after speaker who has been a youth representative at the 2017 United Nations Development Program's Lesotho Foresight and Planning Conference, as well as a panelist at the first Mandela Road Summit held outside South Africa at the National University of Lesotho. She was recently one of 15 young leaders elected to represent Lesotho as participants in the Mandela Washington Fellowship in the United States, where she attended a business and entrepreneurship institute based at Cambridge College in Massachusetts. She's currently pursuing a Master's of Business Administration through the African Leadership University in Kigali, Rwanda. And for all the young women in the audience, Likeleli is also a mother, which is another example that we are the best on earth at multitasking. It is now my honor and my pleasure to call Likeleli Munyamane to address us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. Langa. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, and a very special good morning to the graduates who are our guests of honor today. I feel quite privileged to have the honor of addressing you today. I couldn't help but think about how Miss Oprah Winfrey, my icon, spoke on this very stage a few years ago. And I must say, I was tempted to pull a Melania Trump on you and just repeat word for word the speech she made. But firstly, I couldn't find it on the internet, and secondly, my professional ethics wouldn't allow me. So today, allow me to share a few stories about my journey as a young professional and as a young leader. I want to share the lessons I've learned since I left this university, and I hope you will find inspiration to carve out your own unique experiences, and hopefully in about 10 years, you will also share how you intentionally created the life or a life that you are proud of. As you heard when Prof. Langa read out my bio, I'm a chartered accountant, and this has been a really awesome journey. But it also means that for the most part of my life, choices were made for me by other people, which were not my own. When I was studying here at the University of the Free State, I didn't have a choice about the subjects I took. I followed a curriculum that had already been set out for me by the academics who designed it, from first year to fourth year. And then I went to serve my articles for 3 years at PwC, which I did based on a training plan that the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants had set out for me. This plan was so comprehensive that it laid out the number of hours I had to work, the professional and technical competencies I had to acquire to become a chartered accountant. And I really had no choice but to follow it if I wanted to be a CA. And I know that most of you can relate to living a life pre-chosen for you by parents, teachers, lecturers, and relatives. And I know it frustrates some of you. But I also want you to know that that is the easy part of life. The hard part comes after this, after you get your degree, when you have to start making choices for yourself. You can choose to cruise through life without intention. You can choose to work for a certain company because maybe your parents worked there. You can choose to show up at work and just tick the minimum boxes that you have to take to make it. Or you can choose to define the rest of your journey for yourself, and you can choose to define the person you will evolve into being in this journey. I realized in my first year of articles that I could choose to just be a number cruncher who sat in front of the computer all day. I could choose to aspire to be a wealthy CFO who worked herself to death during the year just so that I can afford the finer things in life. Or I could choose to use my skills, talents, and resources to contribute to solving some of the challenges that our country and our continent are faced with today. So I decided to do the latter. Doing this required me to change my mindset from thinking that my degree and my qualification were destinations to be reached, and to realize that there were tools I could use to effect the change I want to see in my community, country, and continent. So today, as you sit here, waiting in anticipation for your degrees to be conferred on you, I urge you to realize that getting this degree is not the destination. Up until now, your journey has been defined by someone else. It's now up to you to find your individual answer to the question, now what? Now that you have this degree, this knowledge, and the social standing that comes with it, what are you going to do with it? In choosing the kind of professional I wanted to be, I asked myself the following questions. What do I want my life to stand for? How do I want people to feel about, or how do I want to feel about myself when I turn 35? What do I want people to say about me? Based on my responses, I sought out opportunities to serve because I realized that if I didn't learn how to serve while I didn't have a professional qualification, I would most likely not be keen to do it afterwards. I then joined Abasa, and I served there for 6 years. I went from being a member who was tutoring matric students in the township, and then I served as a treasurer. Then I launched the Abasa Leadership Program in the Free State, as well as on the UFS campus, providing mentorship to Tutuka students. And eventually I was elected as the first female chairperson of the Free State chapter. If I had to describe my time at Abasa in a phrase, I would use John Maxwell's words. The first step to leadership is servanthood. It was in serving in this organization that I learned about myself and developed my leadership skills. I grew from being a shy and timid young girl to being a young leader who was not afraid to take risks. I found my voice and also learned that finding your voice comes with a responsibility to speak up for those who are not positioned to speak for themselves. My passion to serve extended to my workplace, where I served in the Employment Equity Forum as the vice chairperson. I carried out most of these roles before I qualified as a CA. And in turn, I got the benefit of having the experience shape me into the person I want to be. Once you decide what you want to achieve with your degree or qualification, you have to curate your own learning experiences that will shape you into being the person you want to be. You could choose to volunteer with a specific organization or in a specific community. You could choose to study further. You could choose to work in a company that will provide you specific skills that you want to acquire. It's up to you, but you must make that choice. You must be intentional in choosing the building blocks of your life. I attended a women's conference at my church once, and I will never forget the words that one speaker, Lisa Bevere, said. And they were, "Success is not for status, but for service." And so since I qualified, I tried to pursue opportunities of success that also provide me with a platform to serve. When I went to Geneva, Switzerland, as part of the World Economic Forum Global Shapers, I had an aha moment. I realized that in any given day, there are people sitting around important tables, discussing important issues, and shaping policies and agendas of our generation. It dawned on me that had it not been of my education, I probably wouldn't have had access to these tables. I've been involved as a council member at this university for close to 3 years now, and at every meeting, I'm reminded of this, that more and more young people need to use their education as a tool to position them to influence decisions and policies so that this country and the African continent as a whole can be steered into a better direction. As Nelson Mandela said, education is indeed a powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Therefore, when you leave here today with your qualification in hand, I urge you to walk tall, because indeed you have achieved something great. You have worked hard to get here, and we are proud of you. I also want you to walk with the realization that you hold a tool in your hand, and you can use that tool for social, political, and economic change in your country. You can use it to shape decisions and to influence change that this country and this continent so desperately need. You can use your education for the good and for the benefit of others. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Likeleli. The world is eagerly awaiting the next installment of Star Wars, which will be released in theaters around the world sometime in December. So in keeping with the Star Wars spirit, Anton Esterhuise and Juanita Erasmus-Alt will perform a piece of music from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which is entitled Duel of the Fates. The music was composed originally, as you know, by John Williams and has been especially arranged for piano and organ by Anton Esterhuise. May the force be with you. Thank you very much. I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences, Professor Krokamp, to present the candidates of his faculty.
Mr. Acting Vice Rector, I have the privilege to request you to award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on the candidates that I introduce to you. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in economics. Masangu, UP. Tsatsimpe, KCG. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in financial economics and investment management. Madikiza S. Pona S. Anghuanana MS. Ruzeve MM. Tao KT. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in industrial psychology. Changwara C. Mokotedi M. Bachelor's degrees is Bachelor of Accounting. Moloele M. Bachelor of Administration. Cedras DA. Matla MIT. Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting. Kandrovo S. De Pree DC. Kubeka T. Mlachi K.A. Mofokeng P.P. Nechituka M. Pawandiwa J. Simango EM. Tebe Apelo KT. Bachelor of Commerce in Law. Mulete KK. Mukwanteri ME. Mupupa AAVO. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in economics. Below L. Modise MGF. Moeti MM. Mogeti NP. Nonyane B. Can you go? Zwane SG. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in Human Resource Management. Adams AAG. Burger RM. Nkmele LM. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in Investment Management and Banking. Legetro TP. Moreke MZ. Nkwale MF. Posa MO. Sakati LT. Vungu Vungu S. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in marketing. Mini CC. Bachelor of Management Leadership. Colby GC. De Klerk, yeah. De Villiers, C. Douglas, TW. De Toy, GS. Gous F. Hasapane M.W. Loubser S.J. and a degree with distinction, die graad met lof. Moletsane L.P. Mutau J.M. Mututekela S.C. Napi A. Eklana N. Sefutlelo M.R.S. Smith C.M. Smith R. Steenkamp J. Tron V. Tuflang M.E. Diplomas. Postgraduate diploma in business administration. Cheba B.J. Fisher W. Harris Carr. Johnson T.T. Kiba K.C. Kolisang N.M. Mslambu G.S. and a diploma with distinction. Mslalisi K.S. Mukumbane T.A. Morujele M.D. Motaung S.M.A. Nell P.R. and a diploma with distinction. Diploma met law. Ngubeni T.S. Nkone MPH. Nkunyane JK. Sekwacha MP. Skusana MA. Span K and the diploma with distinction. Timon TA. Thanks. Ubane TC. Postgraduate diploma in tax strategy and management. Mudupe KV. Rudolf B.J. Cecilie T.E. Certificates, the Higher Certificate in Management Development. Bayers E. and the Certificate with Distinction. De Hart Tier and the Certificate with Distinction. Fick HCP and the Certificate with Distinction. Herbst Tier and the Certificate with Distinction. Wow. Janse van Rensburg, L, and the Certificate with Distinction. Jonker E. Motaung, MS, and a Certificate with Distinction. Scott R. Van der Merwe R. and a Certificate with Distinction. Venter, FC, and a Certificate with Distinction. That's it? Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm calling now on the Dean of the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences, Professor Vermeulen, to present the candidates for degrees and diplomas.
Mr. Acting Vice Rector, I have the privilege to request you to award diplomas and confer degrees on the candidates that are introduced to you. Honours degrees, a Bachelor of Agriculture Honours majoring in Agricultural Economics. Mate K.S. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in Botany. Esterhuisen C. and a degree with distinction. A Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in Chemistry. Shlapisi N. Kasemene M.T.W. Van der Westhuizen D. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in Geohydrology. Muketsi B.N. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in Geology. Mazibuko T. Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in Mathematical Statistics. Tulo K.V. A Bachelor of Science Honours majoring in Quantity Surveying. Chiluane D.F.G. Bachelor of Science Agriculture Honours majoring in Agricultural Economics. Tabula S. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture Honours majoring in Soil Science. Lepoletse L.W. Bachelor degrees, the Bachelor of Agriculture, Prinsloo R. Wali T. Bachelor of Agriculture, majoring in Agricultural Management. Klute Ye. Herman J.D. Nodea F.P. Chopane M.B. Stein A.J. Van der Merwe P.H. Venter J.D. Visser M. Zungula T.J. So Bachelor of Agriculture majoring in Mixed Farming Management. Broom C.H. Van der Merwe J. A Bachelor of Consumer Science. Hadebe B.N. Lehaba C.D. Masuku M.N. A Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, majoring in Agricultural Economics General. Nengovela PG. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, majoring in Industry and Mining. Mokaleng GE. A Bachelor of Science majoring in Behavioral Genetics. Oosthuizen E. Raputing D. Bachelor of Science majoring in Biochemistry and Botany. Mkoki F.O. Motumi T.K. Bachelor of Science majoring in Biochemistry and Genetics. Mojaki B.M. Bachelor of Science majoring in Botany and Genetics. Malan Ye. Meya M.M. Sibisi L.N. A Bachelor of Science majoring in Botany and Plant Breeding. Titus C.R. Bachelor of Science majoring in Chemistry. Lobello T.E. Kwetkana O. Bachelor of Science majoring in Chemistry and Biochemistry. Masiane S.M. Bachelor of Science majoring in Construction Management. Mahutswa S.B. A Bachelor of Science majoring in Environmental Geography. Deploy Year CK. A Bachelor of Science majoring in Environmental Geology. Morake M.B. A Bachelor of Science majoring in Forensic Science. Chapi K.C. You're going to do as well. Nkojane M.A. Bachelor of Science majoring in genetics. Nkuta TG. A Bachelor of Science majoring in genetics and physiology. Lefuyane RP. Mangueyane CB. A Bachelor of Science majoring in genetics and zoology. Kolisang K. A Bachelor of Science majoring in geography. Siakatsi L. A Bachelor of Science majoring in geography and environmental science. Marshall M.H. Seshaba P.B. Bachelor of Science majoring in geology. Johnson K. Irime KF. Ravele KA. Sefatsa KT. A Bachelor of Science majoring in geology and geography. Potipe TT. Malauzi M. Ramavunga M. Ranue RM. Siave N. A Bachelor of Science majoring in geology specialization. Marole MKR. Muabi M. Ramuuko DM. Sefatsa JY. A Bachelor of Science majoring in mathematics and mathematical statistics. Miller SZ. Bachelor of Science majoring in physics. Kaplan Q. A Bachelor of Science majoring in quantity surveying. Keel JM. Huisers a year. And a Bachelor of Science majoring in Statistics and Economics. Puofolo R.L. And a diploma, sir, Advanced University Diploma in Disaster Management. Jabalala M.M. Well done, well done, well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the proceedings for this morning. The university takes great pleasure in inviting you for refreshments in the EXR to the east of this venue. Dr. Mathilde Tom Wiem, accompanied by the Graduation Instrumental Ensemble under the direction of Anton Eisterreiser, will shortly lead us into the singing of the National Anthem. After that, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the main and academic procession leave the hall. Please rise. Before I dissolve the congregation, just allow me to thank our speaker as well as our musicians. But most of all, I think it's important also to congratulate all those who have received certificates, diplomas, and degrees. I think you can give yourself a good round of applause first. May I also ask you then just to acknowledge all those loved ones who have come to celebrate with you, many of them who have contributed directly or indirectly to your success. Why don't we also just give them a hand? Thank you very much. By virtue of the power vested in me as Acting Vice Rector, Institutional Change, Student Affairs, and Community Engagement, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.